I'm going to just start with a little prayer in Arabic, and then I'll just say a little bit about a Sufi meditation, what it means, I think, and then I'll give you that a little bit of a taste of a Sufi meditation. And so I'm going to start. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله بسم الله وتبارك الله بسم الله الحمد لله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله بسم الله. So I am Rachida Faid, and I grew up in Morocco, and I came about 32 years ago, or 31 years ago to the States. So I traveled a lot in the United States. I was a professor. I taught linguistics, and I taught teachers in different countries, in different actually places in Nebraska, in University of Phoenix, here at FAU, and you know, and then we traveled to the Middle East, and I was teaching there at different universities in Dubai and Qatar, Bahrain, you know, different Middle Eastern countries. And then after that, I came, it's about 10 years that I came here to Florida to work at the University of FAU, which is not too far from my house. And after, like, I think about maybe 8 years, I just decided to leave the university and to leave teaching because it was just too much brain work, a lot of left brain. And then I just focused on spiritual growth. And, you know, and I met this Sufi master about 3 years before that. And I just, you know, wanted to work on myself and grow spiritually. And so then I left the, you know, the work, and I kept, you know, learning different like healing modalities. You know, I became a Reiki master. I did, you know, quantum healing. I did energy healing, different names, you know, but they all mean the same thing. It's just like what we transmit, and I think it just has to do with what we carry. You know, if you carry peace and love and mercy and justice in your heart, you kind of it gets diffused. It's like a perfume, fragrance that's you know, that people smell and feel, and that's kind of what it was for me. And since then I've been like traveling, and that's why many times my sister Maya calls me to participate, and I, you know, there's so many like things that are going on. But now I'm here, and I'm so happy that this time I'm you know, I'm with you now through Zoom, but we'll get together soon, and I'll go back to your church in Lake Worth. Yeah. So for the Sufi meditation, I know we do meditation, we call muraqaba. That's the word. Muraqaba is when you observe and you're like awakened and you just watch. So what do we watch? What we observe is, or what we witness is actually what's going on in our heart. Mostly, you know, the work for the Sufis is focusing on the heart, and it's about opening and expanding the heart and traveling within our heart, and to express more love, more beauty, more peace towards others, more mercy and justice towards other people. So and when we are in the world with people, every time there is somebody that we meet, whatever they trigger in our heart, it has to be looked at. It's like they're just a messenger, or they're mirroring something that I have to change in my heart. And so that's kind of the work. So that's what we call muraqaba. So we do it, and many times we do the muraqaba silently, or we do it loudly in the, with chant. So when it's chanting, we call it a dhikr. And dhikr is it's a remembrance. It's to remember the divine within us, to remember the beauty within us, to remember, to penetrate, like, because dhikr is kind of penetration, is piercing that veil and really going back to the essence within our heart. So like with the Buddhists, they have the labyrinth that you walk, That's how we look at the heart. The heart is like a labyrinth, and then we go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and really to find, that fountain of beauty and fountain of love, that it's all within us, and we can actually express it in the world. And we don't need, it's about no idols, like money, prestige, and this and that. All those idols that we worship, they're not really needed. We kind of cut cords with them, no attachment to these things. And we go deeper to the heart because it's all there. The divine is within us. The heart is like the cradle, or it's the ark. It's like a ship, a place where you relax, you are fine within that space. And so the dhikr really helps us go deeper. At the same time, it kind of helps us heal when we're triggered by other people, when somebody's, holding the mirror in front of us, instead of breaking the mirror, we just like, we do dhikr, we do the remembrance, okay, what it is. And then, so we chant the first chant that is very, the most important one is we say, Allah, Allah. So the ah opens the heart, okay? Ah, when I do the ah, I open the heart. And then we have the l, the roof of the tongue on your, the tongue, I mean, the middle part of the tongue on the roof of the mouth is the l sound. The l sound calms the mind. The l, it calms, it gets rid of the chatter in the brain, and it focuses you on the, like on the, it takes you back to like it calms, the, from all the interferences. And then the who, the ha sound, the who, the way it's written in Arabic, it's really like the heart. It's like, really goes like this. And then this who, you hear Sufis always say, yeah, who. So that's the who actually takes you deeper, deeper in the heart. So it opens the heart, and then you relax. The mind is bows to the heart, and then the heart is the who sound that takes you within the heart. So Allah, who, Allah, who, Allah, who. So that's the first one. It opens the heart. And then the second chant we're going to be doing is called the grinding. The grinding is when you do like this, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah. So the grinding, or this chanting, la ilaha illallah, means there is no deity, nothing, no idols to worship except one God, one divine, and that's the divine within us. So that's la ilaha illallah. So then once we do that, we do the Allah, we open the heart, we go in, and then we have a chant of the Hayy, Hayy, Qayyum. The Hayy, what it does, it really takes you to the soul level, takes you to the deeper part of the heart. So then we say the Hasan, Hayy, Hayy, Qayyum, Hayy, Hayy, Hayy. And those are kind of the main ones for, there are like 7 of them for the Sufi order. So I'm going just through the first ones, but each one of these actually takes you to stations. So we have the first station. It's the station of what we call the commanding ego. And then the second station is the awakened or the nafs al-lawama is the ego that kind of oh God, I can't think of the word in English. Lawama means that makes you like regret, the regretful ego. You know, when you get to another place and that second station, you start to regret what the things that we did that are not, you know, proper, or in terms of how we behave with others, or, you know, carrying maybe hatred towards others, etc. So then becomes, you know, this nafs, what we call the breath. It's kind of, it starts to remember, oh my God, I did this. And then you go for a chant that helps you wash that out. Because there's no guilt, no shame. It's just we forget and we need to remember. And then there is the third station when the heart starts to expand, we have more freedom. It's like becomes like the winged heart. That's the third station, is the inspired self. So and also that has the chant for that. And then the fourth station, when we enter the cave within the heart, the storm is outside, you go in within the heart and it's completely calm. It's like, there's no storm, no problem. The world is chaotic, but within your heart is like, wow, it's so calm. So that's the fourth station, called the peaceful self or ego. And then the next one is the pleased one. You know, we get a lot of challenges in the world and our lives and these things that are happening, and we let go of that. And that's we're kind of okay with it. You know, we deal with it, what I'm learning here, but then it doesn't really fade us, doesn't really take away from your peace. And then the other one is pleased, when we say the divine is pleased with you. Now you become kind of a saint. And then the seventh station is when you really reach that complete self, or the purified self. There's different kind of ways of translating it, but it's a nafs al-kamila, the complete one. When we reach, you know, all understand who we are, and we live that, and we become like walking saints on this planet. And it's like, you know, you're coming back from a mountain, and then I have a meeting. Sorry about that. That's my close door, please. So then there is that rubedo, or return to the world, and then now we become servants of the divine, the peaceful ones in the world, and then we help people, and we bring them up on that journey towards the height. We elevate people. So that's kind of the so all these chants, they have to do with stations like that. Okay, so you could actually, I don't know how it's going to work if we do it, if you guys unmute. I like to hear us all. That's why it's much better when we are together, you know, in the real time and in like face to face. We could try it like with you guys off, with your mute. You unmute yourself. Sorry. And see how it goes.
We can try it, but usually on Zoom, everybody's voice just kind of cancels each other into a kind of a mess, but we could try it.
Okay. All right. Really? So if you know, oh, Ted, I can't hear you.
If it ends up sounding bad, we could just mute ourselves. How's that?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Any questions?
One quick question. When you said what is the again? The law calms the mind.
Yeah, the it opens the heart.
Awesome. Thank you.
Open the heart. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. So we do so the first one, we do the La ilaha illallah, the grinding, which means that we are cutting cords with everything, like our daily problems, our kids, life, everything. All right. Yeah. So what I was saying, we'll do the grinding. You know, you understand how the grinding is like this. It's like you're grinding your, yes, very good, Guru Nam. The lower part of your body, like this, right, like that. Go up and then like that. Yes, very good. Yes. Yes. And John, can you do it? No grinding your Okay, all right. So that's, yeah, that's how it goes. So I'm gonna start, and then you guys can chime in. And if it's noisy, then maybe I'll do like this. That means cut. Like, this is amazing, you know. Okay. All right. Bismillah. La ilaha illallah. 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 La
La ilaha illallah.
la
illallah. La ilaha illallah.
Let it release. Take a breath in. And then just let this be everything, all the cords, anything that suffer in attachment to this 3D world. And just take a bird view. Feel yourself elevating and going higher and higher. And then you can look at the problems, look at what's going on. And you'll see this will be, things can be better. Because we feel good and we feel better. The world around us changes. And we bring and we attract people like us, just like us, because this world, like the mystics say, it's everything is a mirror. There's only you. There's a palace of mirrors. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. Take a deep breath in and lower your gaze to your heart. Lower your gaze to your heart. Excellent. And think about something, a situation that's unpleasant, that may make you feel constriction, or something that needs to be resolved. Maybe conflict with somebody, friend, family member, your kid, at your work, whatever that is, whatever that is. Whatever that is, just see it in front of you. Feel what it's doing to your heart. Just observe what's doing maybe to your head, or it's registered somewhere in your body. Just observe that. Very good. Now just always lower your mind. The mind follows the heart. Our heart is the king. The heart has the power. The mind serves the heart. The heart is the real mind, the deep mind, the unconscious. So as you bring this situation in front of you, we'll do the chant to open the heart and then see it disappearing. So take a deep breath in and out. Allahu. 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 Allahu, 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 Allahu. Allahu, 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 Yahoo. In this labyrinth of the heart, you go deeper and deeper and deeper, deeper till you discover the treasure, your treasure of your best qualities, your mission in this world, who you are. It's all there. You hear messages from that place, inside the heart, way deep, deep, deep in the heart. The heart expands and expands and expands. And in honor of our master Moses, we say the Chai, and I think for Hebrew they say Chai. The Chai, a lot of Jewish people wearing that. It's like the number 18. It's the Chai symbol, Chai. The Chai is the living, the living. And it's also in honor of Jesus Christ. It's like the cross. So we go from left to right. That's the Chai, the living, the Chai. The Chai. And then the Qayyum, the standing upright, like Abraham, like all the prophets. And in honor of Jesus Christ, the cross, we go the Hayy Qayyum, Ya Hayy, Ya Qayyum. And you imagine yourself drawing the cross. You could also see it as an infinity symbol. And that's Hayy Qayyum, Hayy Qayyum, Hayy Qayyum. And when you say the Qayyum, you lower your head. From up, you bring it from up like a sword. From up, and you bring it down to the heart. And that's how you are drawing the symbol of Jesus Christ, the cross. Hayy Qayyum, 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 Hay 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 Qayyum Yeah, hi. Take a deep breath in. The sound. The aspiration. It pierces the veils. It gives you so much life. It takes you deeper and deeper to your soul, to the ruh, like we call in Hebrew ruh, the breath, the spirit. Prophet and Jesus Christ called it the ruh in Arabic. Ruh. You go deeper, 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 deeper. And you go to the ark, the safety where Noah took his people. In the ark, the safety, there was flood, but everybody got to the ship and they were saved. That's our ark, the arsh in Hebrew, in Arabic, and in Aramaic, arsh, same word. For the ark, arsh. And that's our cradle, place where you feel rocked. It's like the wave, in and out. The wave is going forward, going backward. You feel so peaceful. From that place, return your heart. We call it the qalb in Hebrew, the heart, qalb, because it turns. So we turn it to the divine, and we cut cords with the world. So when it turns, the storm is over, the chatter is over, the noise is over. We're peaceful. Inside, you find your essence, your beauty. You find everything you need right there. That's our refuge. That's our heaven. The ark, the arsh, the ship of safety. That all prophets, they all went in there for safety, and then they traveled. They chattered, the crazy oceans, the loud oceans. And then they arrived to safety. It's one message, one divine, one God. Like the Baha'i say, it's only one message, one divine, one God. And we are all his servant or her servant. It's not a he or she. We're here, like we say, for the Sufi, Allah's face is in everybody. Allah's face in you. You are the face of God, the face of Allah. Elohim in Hebrew, Allahu. or how Jesus called Allah, same name, the He who is not, the Layla, on the inner, Lilith, Layla, the dark night. And we go to that dark area, that dark part. In it, we see the light.